How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting, and welcome back to the exciting new episode of Sunrider. Now, a lot happened last time, so if you missed it, we had the crazy pink-haired girl who turned out not to be a doctor, and she was getting all funky with our junkie. It was not a good thing. That was a dumb joke. Second one was we found this massive, dead fleet of old ancient ships with, amazing technology, including a massive super weapon that had the body of Sola in there, who then tried to attack us, who then we submitted based on something happened that caught her attention. She came on board, she has the jewel that we were looking for, and then before we could even really settle in or anything, we're now being attacked by PACT, of course, because I'm sure our super bomb, which by the way, the super dreadnought thing exploded with a detonation radius of half a light year, so we probably destroyed a whole solar system, and that probably drew the attention of these unsightly fellows. So Ava had just warned us that PACT was here, so let's get right to it and see if we can fend them off. Darn it, not a moment's peace! Come on, people, return to battle stations. Oh, that'd be rough, they're going to battle twice. What's our status? Multiple PACT signatures detected. How many? Oh. Oh, boy. 40. No, 60 ships, Captain! It's an entire fleet! Spool up the warp drive. Get ready to. It'll take another half hour before we can warp again after our last emergency warp, Captain. Great. Just great. We're screwed. Oh, no, it's you again. Did I not tell you you would regret crossing me? Vizikar pork chops. I have a talent for insulting people. Curse you and your foul ship. You are hopelessly outnumbered. I know you have the crown jewel aboard. Why don't you be a good lad and turn it over, eh? The crown jewel? And what would PACT want with it? It's true. What is with this thing? We literally never heard of the thing. We get sent off to go find it, and now everyone wants it. It's like being that kid in school who brings a cool lunch. Everyone wants some. Huh. It seems this little contraption could let us find our dear leader's runaway bride. I have been tasked with finding it on his behalf. Vizikar Arcadius' bride? The Princess of Ryuvia is engaged to Arcadius? What madness! No wonder she's run away. Yeah, I'd run too. Run to the hills. You can take the crown jewel from my cold, dead hands. I was afraid it would come to this. You weren't afraid at all. I'm sure you were planning on blowing me out of the sky. Men, open fire. Perhaps a little show of force will mellow out this boggart. Oh boy. Oh, that doesn't look good. The PACT fleet has opened fire! Oh, we can't! Launch our riders! Massive damage reports coming from all sectors. There's too many of them, Captain! This is the end, I guess. We sustained critical damage. Our weapons are inoperative. Engineering reports our reactors are at critical levels. Is this the end? After so much? Did we really just... What? Aw, man, I don't like where this is going. I feel like we're about to, lose something really important. Well, if it comes to this, it comes to this. Captain, your orders! It's alright, Ava. Sir? Shield smiled wryly and held onto Ava's hand. Aww. It's been an honor. Salute you! Wait! I'm the one you're looking for! Oh? I am Princess Asaga de Ruvia. By my command, I order you to halt your assault, Cullen. What the heck? Well, it makes sense. We noticed last time the jewel was lighting up, and Sola said it wasn't lighting up for her. But still... Fetch. Well, I'll be... My scans indicate you are indeed the princess. Ha! Who'd ever thought you'd be hiding here, my grace? Men, hold your fire! Retrieve the princess for me, and let us be off on our merry way. What? Asaga? All this time? Ah, how could I have not known? Well, I mean, she didn't tell you. It's not like you expect to find a random princess at a random location. Unless it's Star Wars. Or Spaceballs. Or Mario Brothers. Yeah, enough. I understand it's not the most unique of plots, but come on, this was a pretty good twist. I didn't see that coming at all. Especially not Asaga. She didn't seem like a princess. I mean, Chigara, well, I guess, though, that's part of it. Captain, I'm sorry for lying to you all this time. But this is for the best, okay? You best say your goodbyes now, Captain. Onwards to the state wedding. Set course for Revia Prime. Farewell, Captain. And thanks for all the fun. Oh, that's really sad. No, this isn't our farewell. Captain, get our repair drones online. We've got a wedding to crash. Oh, snap. Ooh. Oh, this is a twist. Oh, that's a big one. Ooh. PACT Super Dreadnought Legion. There you are, my princess. I was beginning to fear I'd lost you again. Not that there's anywhere to hide on board our flagship anyways. Ha 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 ha. You are arrogant, Cullen. You will do well to remember I am still a royal consort to Vizikar Arcadius on board your station. Ha! Above your station, you say? It is you who must consider your position. As long as you are on board my ship, you belong to me. Oh, what a dirtbag. Leave me alone! Your position is that sad little kingdom and meaningless. The Revia of old is gone. It is I, the governor of the Neutral Rim, who you should obey. Okay, so he's in charge of everything they've conquered. That's just grand. Oh, don't do that. It looks so creepy. Ugh. Oh, such a shame that you must be turned over to our dear leader so soon, my little flower. Oh, I just got that creepy, like, cupping her chin and that. Ugh. But I'm sure just a small taste is alright. Oh, I knew it. You're disgusting. Ooh, who's this dude? I see you are busy entertaining our guest, Cullen. What does he want? We will reach Reuvium momentarily. I received orders from headquarters that Vizikar Arcadius himself is to take command of the fleet in the state wedding. We are preparing for his arrival. And you would do well to keep your hands off things which do not belong to you, Cullen. Great. Object. She's been made into an object already. I was doing no such thing. Now get me my security plans for the wedding. Merely because he is young, he thinks he owns this place. I'll show that whelp who owns what when I'm governor of Revia. Always interfering at the worst of times. I see our old Imperial is still up to his usual habits. Interesting. So far this guy's the most un-dirtbaggy of all the dirtbags. Well then, Your Highness, it is time for me to take my leave as well. Your Vizikar Fortana? A pleasure. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other more often. Well then, my regards, Your Highness. Sunrider, 38 hours after the kidnap of Asaga. Repairs on the ship are nearly complete, Captain. We've been working around the clock to patch her back together after the last assault. However, we've used the last of our stock of repair drones for the emergency repairs. See if we can get some more from the mining union. Aye, Captain. What's the situation on Revia? Alliance Intel reports that 4 PACT fleets have converged on the planet. Oh gosh, 4? The Vizikar's flagship, the Legion, just arrived there. Altogether, I estimate Asaga is behind approximately 600 PACT ships and 1 super dreadnought. Great. Just great. Ugh. This is something else. This is like trying to sneak into Mordor. If Mordor had laser cannons. The whole place is on lockdown. Any rescue operation would be akin to suicide now. I know that look. It means you're going to say something I don't like. Saga's a member of our crew. We're not going to abandon her. Captain, Asaga is merely one person. You have a duty to protect this ship. Throwing all our lives away for the life of one would be a foolhardy decision. Not if we have a plan. Plan? Jagara, come in. Ah, Captain. Tell us what you've managed to devise from looking at the data we've gathered from the Sephirim. Oh, she's got like a little laptop. That's cute. I've managed to reverse engineer the Sephirim's targeting computer, which allowed some substantial upgrades to the Sunrider's navigational computer. Ooh, I like this so far. We will now be able to make pinpoint FTL jumps within an extra area within 8 centimeters of our target. A speed control within 0.01 meters per second. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, she's saying that we could travel faster than light, but land within 8 centimeters of our target. That is insane. That's like being able to fire a bullet and hit someone on the other side of the planet. Like, that's ridiculous. In other words, if you could find a watermelon floating in space, the Sunrider's warp drive is now precise enough to place the watermelon inside a large bowl in the mess hall when we warp out. Wow, that would be kind of a cool trick. And how's that going to help us? According to Alliance Intel, the marriage will take place in low orbit around Ryuvia in the Star Palace. We'll make a pinpoint jump right next to the wedding hall, pick Asaga up, then hightail it out of there before Ryuvia before the PACT fleet can respond. That's dicey. Last time we couldn't do a second jump super quickly, but if we prepare, I wonder. Captain, you do realize that once you warp the Sunrider into low orbit, you won't be able to warp out until you've cleared the planet's gravity well. Oh, that's a catch. That's a big catch. One thing at a time. No, this is important. One thing at a time. We need to have a plan. A freaking good one, too. We'll have the element of surprise. Nobody will expect the Sunrider to warp past the entire PACT fleet and come out on top of the Star Palace. Okay, true. And I doubt they could just fire at them. I mean, there's going to be a lot of important people nearby. You're as reckless as ever. I'm going to protect everyone on this ship, Ava. Nobody gets left behind. Not while I'm the captain. Okay. I understand both sides. I mean, I really do think that if you've got a good chance to rescue a crew member, you should. But Ava does have a point that it's not like you can just willfully, and just randomly throw people's lives in danger for the sake of one. But I think I'm with him on this. If we can just make sure we get away fast enough, we can do it. However, this is also like reminiscent of that mission that was giving me a ton of trouble last few episodes ago, where we had to get to the edge of the map. I imagine it's going to be the same, and I imagine it's going to suck. But I have those new rockets. Those rockets are going to make a big difference. Assuming I get to buy another one, because I used one. Oh, she's happy about it. That's like the first time she's been like genuinely happy. Understood, Captain. I will be in my quarters, readying the battle plans. Everyone's dismissed. Aw, Chigara, so smart. Ooh, I gotta talk to everybody. But first, let us do ship upgrades, because I want to make sure I don't forget anything about that.
Welcome to Research and Development.
So, I upgraded my ship. I did not do the repair drones. I'm going to really try and stick with that one. It's important to me. I feel like when I did play this game a little bit, a long time ago, and I really relied on them to keep myself alive. I don't think that's right. It's a really improper way to have to spend money, because like when you have to constantly spend money on something you spend, like expend and it vanishes, when I could be just upgrading my ship permanently, I really think the upgrading is far more important in the long run. Because I think I ended up getting to the point where like even just a few missions in, my ship was just so weak because I hadn't upgraded it for anything that it was pretty much pointless. Alright, so let's go meet our new shipmate, Sola. I think so. Oh, she's cute. Gosh darn it, she's really a contender against Jakara in this one. But let's see who she is. Like, her personality is going to be a big part of it. You must be confused. It is dark. I cannot tell if I have truly awakened, or if I still sleep on board the Sherlock. And this is merely a strange dream. Trust me, you're among the living again. You wish for something of me? What do you plan on doing now? That'll be tough. It'll be weird waking up so, like, 2,000 years after all your people are gone. I do not know. The world I know is no more. The war against the fallen is long concluded, and history no longer even remembers who were the victors. All which I swore to protect are long dead or destroyed. I now live a hollow existence. Oh, that's really sad. Come on. I wish I could close my eyes once more and disappear into nothingness, as it was meant to be. You'll find new friends here with us. You can rebuild your life. I don't want, like, the other choice was, like, focus on, like, there's more enemies to fight. And I'm like, that's not a motivation for living. If your motivation for living is fighting, what's the point? Friends. Like a family connection, not by blood, but by bonds. I know not of either friends or family. You're just lonely. I don't know what happened to you before you ended up in that tube, but you can join our crew here on board the Sunrider. That's cool. Man, she definitely needs a friend. I have no desire for friendship, but neither does the time have any other place for me. Very well, I shall choose to remain with your crew, but merely because I belong nowhere else in this galaxy. I need not become a part of your family, nor find camaraderie among those whom we live now. This is all, Captain. Tell me more of your time. Ah, my nose. Ah. It was a violent time for the Holy Revian Empire. The Emperor and the Crown Prince were killed in an assassination, leaving the throne to my father, the second prince. Yet, Crow Harbor, the jealous son of the Emperor, laid a competitive claim to the throne. He gathered forces across the galaxy, his ambition to seize the throne for himself. For 14 years, Ryuvia was caught in a bloody civil war. It seemed as if the Empire itself would crumble if drastic measures were not taken. Well, it kind of did. Drastic measures? Like what? The awakening of the Sherlock. You mean the super dreadnought we found in the graveyard? It is a weapon of unimaginable power, yet it can only be helmed by one of the king's daughters. The Sherlock cannot be awakened without also sealing the fate of the princess. For when a Sherlock unleashes its ultimate power, it also takes the life of its user. Ooh. That's a sad but kind of effective safeguard. I mean, I don't know. I kind of reminiscence, not entirely, but it does remind me of in Doctor Who, the moment the weapon, the bomb that the Doctor used to stop the Time War. How it was a bomb that was so powerful, it was like sentient, and it was like they said, like so that it could stand in judgment of the user. So you would have to talk to the bomb, and the bomb would tell you like what would happen and what the consequences would be. Kind of like that, like having like a severe price for a very powerful weapon. That just sounds like a fantasy legend, not the stuff of real life. Our ships are operated by the power of science, just like yours, not magic. Long before my time, countless warships bearing the same power as the Sherlock were built. War became horrible. Humanity possessed the power to not only destroy itself, but to collapse the entire universe into a singularity. Fat, just like super atom bombs. It was fear that our own power which led to the creation of the Sherlock. The wise emperors of the past decreed such almighty power could only be used with the sacrifice of the emperor's most precious daughter. With the price of infinite power so high, even the most arrogant of emperors bid second thought before awakening to Sherlock. Yeah, it's a fair safeguard. Unless you have like a tyrannical, horrible father who like sires tons of daughters so he can always fire this weapon. And so, with our most devastating weapons so limited, the Holy Ryuvian Empire could continue to exist in peace. But despite that, your father still chose to sacrifice you to awaken the Sherlock. It was a desperate time. You unleashed the Sherlock's final weapon in the battle and destroyed all those ships? But I thought you were supposed to die after you did that. I believed the same. Why is it that you're still alive? I have already spoken too much. I do not wish to speak of this further. Your eye was glowing during the battle. What was that? You find me unnatural? Oh, no, it's just a question. I've never seen anything like that before. Perhaps I am not of your species, Captain, or do you fancy that I am some kind of android? That's going to be the most deadpan joke ever. Yeah, definitely not the most upbeat sense of humor. It's kind of a morbid one. Fear not. I am as human as your mother and father. Why your mother and father? Why not me? I'm human. You're human. We're all human. My eye is merely the result of millennia of scientific research. Thanks to genetic modification, I can momentarily increase the vision of my right eye 100-fold. Ooh. Dang, that would actually be really, really handy. Like, in a pinch. The effect is not only limited to my eye, but also provides a brief but tremendous boost in both my muscular control and brain function. Ooh, dang. Perhaps such technology appears radical to you, but it was trite affair during my time. So everyone during your time possessed superhuman abilities? No. The Holy Roman Emperors feel the power the masses would wield if they had too much of such technology. Thus, the law across the galaxy was that only royalty could augment their own DNA. Well, that's unfair. I understand the risk, but why is it some arbitrary bloodline is the one that has to get chosen? No wonder they had a revolution eventually. That makes sense. The Ryuvian rulers would want to use such powers to make themselves more powerful. We need help. The technology of your time far surpasses our own. Help us rescue our friend. The current princess? Ryuvia needs your help. This timeline is not my own. Your fights are not my fights. Yet even if I wished so, it would be of no use in improvising your technology. Such matters are beyond my skill. I am merely a marksman, nothing more. I am no technologist. Okay, but still help us rescue Asaga. We could really use your skills out there. Very well. I am still sworn to protect Ryuvia, even millennia, in the future. I will defend Ryuvia with my life. I have already cast down my body for Ryuvia once. I do not flinch at the thought of doing so again. We're all gonna come out of this alive. Watch yourself out there. Now, farewell, Captain. Lead me to my peace. Yeah. Wow. Whew, that was intense. Dang. I'm just trying to process it all. That's amazing. And sad. It's really sad, too. Alright, well, for a, I'm sure will be grating change of pace, let's talk to the former doctor. Oh, Captain, care to join me for some ice cream? Yep, that's the gearbox grinding as we try and shift gears here. Alright, I'll have some time to chat. Oh, she's drooling. She really is one of a kind. Chocolate or vanilla? Or would you just like to eat out my bowl? No thanks. God, those double meanings, double meanings. No, stop, stop, stop. Bad thoughts. Do you flirt with every single space captain you happen to meet, Claude? Well, only the cute ones. Alright, sorry I asked. What's the matter, Captain? Don't you think Claude's cute? Okay. I don't like either of these responses here, okay? I mean, I am a military person, and you do need to have a level of seriousness or else people will get hurt. However, I do believe that you could be human, so I don't think that's a good excuse. And although she's cute, I'm finding her very repulsive, not super attractive. And yeah. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the top one because I would be tactful and use it as an excuse not to have to crush her hopes and dreams. I'm the captain of a military vessel. We have to be serious around here or else people will get hurt. Boring. I was never the dashing space captain type anyway, I'm afraid. I wouldn't be so sure about that. What? I actually caught the girl in engineering looking over some photos she took of you the other day. What? Are you sure you don't have an admirer? Oh, Chikara, you're really cute. Don't go creepy! Don't go creepy! You're making that up. Why would I? Besides, I'd like to keep you all for myself, Captain. Please, no more. So what are you gonna do now? Well, my ship was wrecked by all those pirates, so it looks like I'm stuck here. Not that I have any problems with that. I wouldn't count on becoming a doctor here, but you still helped us out with those Revian cruisers. We could use a pilot like you. In that case, you can command me anytime, Captain. Alright, just... literally. No more medical exams. Good. Oh, but Captain, it's for your own health. Well, like just to fuel your own perversions. Ava says you've been causing her problems. But that woman just never lets up. Just because I'm staying here for now doesn't mean I'm the whole military thing. Like it or not, you're on a military vessel now. We have a chain of command here. Oh, Captain! What? I think I've been hit with a sudden deep sleep spell. Good night. Claude. Quit fooling around. Your ice cream's melting. You're kidding me. Wow, what a child. I'm gonna go back to work now. Enjoy your ice cream. Bye-bye, Captain. Feel free to join me again. Well, that was fun. Let's go talk to Chikara, our little secret admirer. Aww. And she's probably needing to talk because her friend's gone. Ah, Captain. You wanted to see me? Yes, I don't think I've ever apologized to you for lying all this time about a saga. So, you have my apology, Captain. She knew. Of course you do. But it makes sense, I guess. Now, it did put us in danger, but honestly, it makes sense, like, with her having that identity. I mean, the more people who know, the more dangerous it really is anyway, so you were just trying to protect a saga. Apology accepted. Thank you, Captain. It was a shock for me, too, when I found out. Asaga was the princess of Ryuvia many years ago. I certainly understand how it must feel for you, but please, don't blame Asaga for deceiving you. To be engaged to marry such a vile man, she must have had no choice but to run away and hide her identity. How did you find out Asaga was the princess? It was a long time ago, when I first met Asaga, years before any of us knew the name Arcadius. It was near the time when I arrived on Ryuvia as a refugee from Doide. Diode? Diode? Maybe it's Diode. Or Diode. Is that how you spell Diode? I don't know, but moving on. I was lost on my way to work and panicked when some gentleman came by to give me some directions. Then all of a sudden, Asaga burst into the scene and started shouting at the men. They didn't take kindly to what Asaga was saying, and things started getting dangerous. Luckily, I had my handy hair ribbon on, so I used it to temporarily stun the men and run away with Asaga. Wait, what? A hair ribbon? The story was really different when I heard it from Asaga. Asaga just didn't exaggerate her story so much. Shortly after I ran away with Asaga, I found out her true identity. I was really shocked to meet the princess of Ryuvia, but Asaga made it seem like it wasn't anything special. To her, being the princess didn't define who she was. She was going to leave Ryuvia one day and find adventure among the stars. She was never meant to be in politics. But then, the war approached Ryuvia. Asaga's mother passed away, and her father fell ill. The royal court was darkened by toxic secession and fear of PACT's power. I still remember Asaga bursting into my apartment after finding out what her father had done. Then we decided to run away together. It was the only thing I could do to protect Asaga. And that's how we became freelancers and met you, Captain. PACT is nothing more than a tyrannical regime led by a madman. Vizikar Arcadius will never honor a political alliance with Ryuvia. I don't understand much of politics, but I do know the Vizikar is evil. He merely wants Asaga. He does not care anything about alliances or Ryuvia. To a man like him, she's merely a prize to be won. The Vizikar will not stop until the entire galaxy and everyone in it is under his power, and he will use any means to accomplish that. To think the king sold Asaga to such a person. Don't worry, Chigara. We'll go in there and rescue her. Asaga, before the Vizikar could even lay a finger on her. This is going to be our hardest mission yet. Prepare yourself. Yes, Captain. I'll do everything in my power to save Asaga from the Vizikar. Good. We'll be counting on your expertise to pull this off. One more thing, Captain. Asaga gave me this. A holo recording? She told me to give it to you if anything like this ever happened. With everything that's been going on, I couldn't give it to you until now. She made me promise not to look at it, so it's meant only for you. Thanks. I'll take a look at it in my office. Thank you, Captain. I was worried before, but now I feel better. We'll rescue Asaga and end this. Aww. Okay, let's see. Nope, it looks like everybody. Oh, okay. I have a feeling this is going to launch our next mission, so let's buckle up. Let's find out what this is going to say. Let's play this recording and find out what Asaga has to say. Is this thing on? Hello? Can you hear me? You know, you could have edited this part off, Asaga. It's true. Captain, I sure hope you're the one hearing this. If you're playing this message, then it means I've left the Sunrider and probably en route to Ryuvia. First, let me say I'm really sorry for fooling you. I didn't mean for it to be lying to you all this time. I thought I could really work it out. That we could just travel the stars forever and beat PACT in some good measure. But I guess you've got to wake up from your dreams eventually. When the time comes, I'm going back to Ryuvia. Please don't come after me. Even though I don't agree with it, my father is doing the right thing. Without the royal marriage, what happened to Sarah will happen again on Ryuvia. Millions of people will be killed. Worse, what little remains of our way of life will be destroyed. Ryuvia has already suffered too much in the past 100 years. If we take one more hit, it'll be the end of every entire way of life. It just takes the sacrifice of one life to save the lives of millions and the preservation of a history which spans longer than the length of the known galaxy. If that's the case, then I'll gladly become the Vizikar's bride. There's a legend in Ryuvia. Whenever the kingdom is in danger, the sacrifice of the king's only daughter is necessary to save the kingdom. Which we proved with Sola. Things like this have occurred throughout our history. I'm ready to play my role, even if it wasn't the role I wanted. Because that's what it takes to be a true hero, Captain. And that's the only thing I ever wanted to become. Dang. No, Asaga, we're coming for you. You know the Visikar's fooling the king. PACT will never honor his alliance with Ryuvia. Alright. Oh, looks like we need to talk to Ava. The battle plans for the rescue operation are nearly complete, Captain. Right. Thanks, Ava. Was there something else you needed? Asaga left me a recording asking us not to follow her. Sounds like even she has more common sense than you do. Sir. Ava. If you were captain, and I were the one captured, I know you'd dive into the heart of the Visikar's palace to rescue me. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. That was me saying. You presume too much, Captain. Oh. Ouch. What are your thoughts? While Ryuvia is no longer a galactic power, the stories of its former glory are throughout the galaxy. Marrying the Princess of Ryuvia will place Vizikar Arcadius in line to eventually become the king. And what tyrant could ever pass up the opportunity to restore the Holy Ryuvian Empire and become Emperor of the Infinite Cosmos? Many millennia ago, the Ryuvian Emperor was the ruler of all life. Legend speaks that he could control time itself, and indeed, he was worshipped throughout the galaxy not as a man, but as a god. Well, that sounds like trouble. Exactly the sort of power a man like Arcadius would dream of wielding. But that was then. Today, Ryuvia is merely an obscure backwater planet. Its former glory is gone. Just look, we had the Princess of Ryuvia on board our ship for 2 months. Nobody even recognized her. Intergalactic treaties are only as powerful as the guns backing the paper, and Ryuvia has none. Offering Asaga to Arcadius was merely a form of surrender, an offering by a dying world to the new rising galactic power, in the hopes of being spared from the coming fire. Asaga's sacrifice, however tragic, will spare Ryuvia from a PACT invasion. Are you willing to doom Ryuvia to share the same fate as Sera merely to rescue Asaga? Oh, fetch. I hadn't even thought of that. Dang. I prepared the battle plans just the same, Captain. Thanks, Ava. I'll keep you posted on additional developments. Alright. I'll see you later, Captain. Well, that's a lot to think about. Sadly, I really think I'm going to have to end it here. Normally I like to put a battle inside as well, but we had so much exposition, so much explanation, so much plot development here. Stop it, Cord. That I think we're going to have to end it. This is already going to be one of my longer episodes anyway. But oh my gosh. It's a lot of stuff to happen. But now we're going to rescue Asaga. I know it's probably dumb. And I can see why Ava thinks the way she does. But at the same time, I really don't think I could ignore it either. She's not just a member of the crew, she's family. We're all family. We only have each other. We're literally standing alone against the darkness. So it only makes sense. We don't leave her behind. And we know that we're not going to see any hope or salvation for the people of Ryuvia. They're not going to see any mercy. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's so hard. It's fantastic. This story is really ramping up. I am loving it. I can't wait to see what happens next, and I hope that you guys are excited as I am to find out what happens. So please let me know in the comments below what you think is going to happen next. Also, would you go after Asaga? You know, one crewmate, potentially sacrificing not only our crew if we fail, but an entire planet who could receive the wrath based on our actions? Do you think we're justified in that? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are about that. And more importantly, I just need to know if you enjoyed this series as much as I am. Thank you so much for showing me the support you have. And until the next video, I'll see you there.